for today's tarot. Let's start with, hello everybody, welcome to today's tarot. We got 3 colors to choose from today: purple, white, and orange. See which of those colors is vibing with you. The deck for today is the Lucid Dreams Learning Deck. It's a beautiful deck with awesome artwork, keywords in the upright and the reverse. There'll be a link down below to purchase it, and I'll talk a little bit about it at the end, but let's go ahead and get started. Purple, white, and orange. Okay, here we go. Purple, white, and orange. See which of those is vibing with you for today's tarot. Let's start with purple. All right, the reading that I'm getting for those of us that chose purple today is that we have been working very hard at building something in our lives. We've been working very hard at building something in our lives, and I think that the overall read today is simply stay on the path, look at the progress that we've made, and continue on. The card that I got for you today is the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles, you know, Pentacles is an earth sign. It's about life. It's about the physical world. It's about housing, health. It's about what allows our spirits essentially to exist here in this physical plane. And the vibe for me about 8 of Pentacles today is that you should take some time to appreciate the things that you've worked on, the things that you've built, and just know that if you continue on, they will continue to grow. Okay, let's go with orange. All right. The reading that I'm getting for those of us that chose orange today is that, kind of unlike purple, we are kind of having a little bit of a second doubts. We're having second thoughts, or we're having doubts about something that's been going on in our lives. Something surprisingly that was very stable, at least in our own minds, but is starting to not feel as stable. The card that I got for you is the Knight of Pentacles. And you can see those keywords up there. Again, the deck is going to be linked below. And that Knight of Pentacles is really, in my mind, one of the most solid cards in the tarot. The Knight is not rushing. The Knight is not running. The Knight is not jumping. The Knight is just standing there and is just ready to move forward. And in the reverse, I think that it really just, for today's reading, shows that there is something that in our lives we thought was as steady as a rock, but for some reason has been shaky lately. And I don't necessarily know that the thing itself is that shaky. I just think that we are maybe having some subconscious thoughts and desires to break away from something that is no longer serving us. Okay, let's go ahead and go with white. All right. The reading that I'm getting for those of us that chose white today is that there is a relationship in our lives that, how do I describe it? There's a relationship in our life, kind of similar to the last reading, that we felt was solid, but is now starting to feel a little bit shaky, or we're starting to question that relationship. The card that I got for you is the King of Cups, in the reverse though. And that King of Cups energy today, I would say that we're starting to feel a little bit detached from somebody in our life that in the past has been solid for us, or has been not solid. That's not the right word. The right word I would describe is that person has been important to us in being an outlet for us to talk, feel, and communicate with. So I don't think that that person is necessarily pulling away from us, but I do think that they might need communication from us in order to allow that reciprocity of us helping them as much as they help us. So those are the cards for today. Again, the deck is the Lucid Dreams deck. This is a wonderful learning deck. It has not just keywords in the upright and the reverse, as you can see here. It has that beautiful artwork, as you've been looking at throughout the reading, and a 454-page book if you don't get enough information from those keywords. Again, the deck will be linked below for purchase. Otherwise, I think that that's going to do it. Go out there. It's The weather is, at least right now out my window, is a little bit dim, a little bit gray, but let's have hope and move forward. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a good one. Bye.